How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption. This is Contemption Gaming. Today we're going to do a quick overview of how to rally high-level Barbarian forts. As you'll see on the screen, we got a level 13 Barbarian fort in our Lost Kingdom. We're currently in Heroic Anthem here. Everybody's kind of gathered towards the level 6 passes for the Altar of Darkness, so it's really easy to rally these days, as you'll see them pop right now. So let's shoot off some rallies. I'll show you my method behind it, what combos work the best. Even if you're free to play, there are options, but let's go over it. All right, first let's just take a look and make sure that we aren't stacking rallies. So let's send some troops to this one before I who am I going to send? I'm going to send Belisarius because he's nice and fast, and I'm not going to use him to rally a barb fort because that would be bad. Julius as a secondary, and I'll even put in extra troops, and that's really going to help build his rally. Not just his rally, but the confidence in his rally. You'll notice that if you don't have many people join right off the bat, other people aren't going to join. People will watch and wait to see who joins rallies before they start queuing up. But I think that's enough for me now to hit one up. I'm going to go, and you know what, let me just show you my gear first. I'm going to go with Cao Cao, and we'll see what kind of report we get back and how many troops we get. It's a pretty good rally, so people should have no issues joining it. As you can tell, my gear is pretty decent. Accessories aren't that great, but this one is good for barb forts or for hitting barbs. Pretty easy to get. I believe it comes from the Kerouac ceremony. And then obviously just a Call of Loyal for March speed. I could switch and put a better accessory on him, but then I lose that accessory on my my Lost Canyon setup, which is somewhere I want it because I have a lot of interest in getting more credits for the shop to buy things. We're going to use this is Celtic Blood, one of oh, why am I going to forget her name now? Oh, what's her name? Peacekeeping commander. I can't believe I forgot her name. I'll take a look in a second. The other one's from Aethel. But we'll just quickly launch this and then I will go remember her name. I can't believe I'm forgetting. I played this game so long. How could I forget? Boudica. It's one of those brain fart things. So we've launched a rally. We've got a really big rally capacity, so this is going to fill up pretty quickly. There should be no issue of confidence in the rally, especially when they queue up and see who's rallying it with the commanders. Shouldn't be an issue. My tech for rallying is almost maxed. It'd be a little bit higher if it was maxed, but it's not quite there yet. So we'll have no issues with this. We'll hit this one up and we'll see what the report looks like. Next, I'm going to run Mina and Cao Cao. Good combo. It does cost money. It's money moto after all, so kind of not a great comparison if you're a free-to-play player. But after that, we'll run Aethel and YSG and Aethel and a couple other pairs just to get a sense of if you can take down these level 13s. Now, obviously, my tech is pretty high, so you have to take that into account, but it shouldn't be an issue for other people to rally this. Even with lower tech, you'll see some people have 2.2 million rally capacity, 2.1 million rally capacity, and those are more than good enough to take down level 13 barb forts. Things you don't want to join, obviously, if it's run by a Lohar, you got problems. If it's run by Belisarius, you got problems. You can run it with someone like Ramses or Naboo. Not the end of the world. It's going to be a slower march. Cavalry is obviously the best, but if you see someone like Richard, don't join it. Even Alex is questionable. Saladin's not too bad. I don't think I've ever seen a barb fort rally with Freddy, so I don't think you'll have that ever. Edward might be okay. Again, you really want to keep to the peacekeeping commanders. Khan is just so good because of how much damage he does. He's expertised. He's just fantastic. The rage reduction for your first skill is really low. So we'll take a look and see what this comes back at, and then we'll shoot the next rally off. Okay, here comes the Khan rally. It's about 45 seconds away, so I'll just quickly show you my talent tree for Khan. You can run it differently. You can run feral nature. This is just how I have it set up for, I think it was for PvP a while ago when I used to use con and open field. I believe it's probably from Wick or Dragothian, one or the other. Both are great sources for these kind of talent trees. I did pop a quick 5% troop attack just because I had forgotten to. I do have a great ruin, 7% attack, 7% defense. So there's lots of things you can do. You can scout an enemy structure or flag or something for the extra damage. You can also change your commander settings in here to include them. It gives you some more buffs. Lots of things you can do. But as you'll see, oh, we got two back to back here. I think we're in this one too. Yeah, we're in that one as well. Boudica's in that one and Khan's in this one. I have a lot more troops in my rally, so should definitely go down pretty quickly, especially if Khan's expertise hits a couple times. It's going down. Now, as soon as this is done, we'll re-equip our gear. Actually, look, the Mina's doing really good. Who does he got as a secondary? He's probably running Cao Cao as a secondary. Yeah, both probably expertise. He's probably got great gear on, probably better than mine. My gear isn't the best. I tried using cavalry commanders for a while. I just did not like how fast they went down in open field. New commanders now, so that's a bit different. But there we go. We're done on that. This one will have no problem finishing. The fort's already in red. But we'll wait for it to come back to our city. We'll change our gear around. Let's run Mina Cao Cao. We'll see how that looks. How was the report on this one? So 5,000 severely wounded. We had 2 million troops in our rally, or almost 2.1 million. Troop buffs wise, we had some good cavalry attack. Who was in there? Siege units. I didn't realize it was siege unit attack. Weird. I didn't think there was siege in barb forts, but maybe that's what's in there. Massive damage, and every 5 seconds, all damage. Yeah, that definitely stacks up. Yikes. But I also have 169% damage to Barbarian, so that really helps. That includes barb forts. So once Khan gets back here, we'll change the gear around and we'll relaunch another one and see how it goes. Okay, Khan is back home. I did join 2 rallies just now. I think it'd be great to see the reports from them. One is Alex Charles. Not the greatest combo in my opinion, but maybe he's got great gear. Maybe it'll do just fine, or maybe he'll cancel right before the end. We also got one with Alex and Harold. I think that's not too bad, but look at this. We have someone joining with cavalry. So I probably shouldn't have joined this rally, but I figured why not? We'll take a look. Hopefully that march is canceled. It looks like all he did was join from an existing march out in the field. Why this guy paired up Scipio and Charles Martel with cavalry, I couldn't tell you. No idea. We won't ask that question. But let's rally another barb fort. Let's switch the gear around. We're going to put the gear now. I don't know if anyone has issues with this, but what I do, and I think I saw this on a Chisjewel stream, is you switch to an empty one. It saves it. If you try and switch it the other way, it completely erases it. And then we'll jump into Mina, where I already have it saved, and load it into him. So there we go. Now that's set. I did see one right here. Hopefully, yeah, it's still available. So we were going to go Mina and Cao Cao. We didn't have a full rally last time, so I think I'm going to switch up the skills. I'm going to do 20% increased attack, as well as Boudica's skill for some extra rage and healing. So we'll save that. Belisaria's skill is probably the best for this, but I think everybody knows that by now, so I'm just going to use different skills here. And we'll launch that. Should have no issues filling it up. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to launch those ones. So we'll take a look at those reports and see how it comes in. We're going to get people coming in now. I will show you the other 2 rallies I joined. So this one was Aethelflaed and Cao Cao. Did just fine. Had a lot of troops remaining. It was a full rally. 8,000 severely wounded. So a little bit worse than my Khan and Cao Cao, but still a great option. Again, if you're free to play, you're probably not going to have Cao Cao expertise. So we will try Aethelflaed and YSG. Most people, even if you're free to play, you should be expertising YSG. I think that's widely known is to use YSG as expertise for your first legendary commander, Alex as well, just because they're so universal. You can put them in pretty much any scenario and they're good. Let's go with Mina and Cao Cao here. So a lot of severely wounded, but that's probably because of the troops. There was only 1.3 million in there, so that's likely just because of the troop count. So we'll see what mine comes in at with this. I'm already at 1.7, so we should have no issues. We'll keep an eye on these rallies and see what the reports come back in. I might have just wasted some action points, especially because El Tiger didn't cancel. He might be fine. It's an Alex and Harold. I know El Tiger is infantry and he probably has full legendary set. So this might be fine, or he might cancel it. We will see. It'll be an interesting report though. So we'll wait for Mina to hit and then we'll switch to Aethelflaed and then we will take a look and see what those come up with. I figured I'd record this Alex Trials rally is about to hit. Let's see what happens. I am curious. I'm wondering what support skills he has. Hopefully it's Belisaria's and Boudica. He's not doing too bad right out the gate. Hopefully Alex's 1700 damage skill casts often. It's definitely expertise Alex. You can tell by the area of effect on his debuff. Let's see. It's not doing too bad. It's kind of paired right now. It's looking kind of even. So I don't know if we're gonna get this unless somebody joined with already a damaged March, which would then have had it less than full when he has started attack. But we're already down to 900k, and his skill damage from that barb fort is just gonna get worse and worse as time goes on. And we're in yellow, and he just got in yellow. So I'm hoping somebody joins the rally, and that way I didn't lose out on 290 action points, but for science, right? So wait, we'll watch this one go down. I have a feeling it'll... it's so close. Is that reinforcements probably coming? No, that's to my city. Ugh. Dang. It's going to be close. If it succeeds, it'll be very close. I just have a feeling the stackable damage from the barb fort skill is just going to be the end result of us failing. But we'll take a look at the report. I don't suggest these commander pairings. Oh, man. It's going to be red soon. And that barb fort's not red. Yikes. Yeah, shake my head. Should have saved those action points. It's too bad you can't leave a rally midway through. Oh well. It is what it is. Our pain will be over soon. Hit us with a couple more skills and we're done. Yikes. Yeah, I think if there was any chance for that to succeed, you needed a full rally. At least like 1.8 million. And mostly T5. Yeah. She is gone. Oh well. Live and learn, right? That makes me kind of want to abandon the other. I should jump out of it. Yeah. She gone. That was ugly. So yeah, obviously an expertise. Yeah, should not have used Aethelflaed's skill on that. That's okay, but I would have done Boudica and Belisaria's. I don't think that would have helped. But, oh well. Don't do that. Don't mean to call the guy out. A little bit rude doing that, but it was good to see and what not to do. Oh no, this one's about to hit. Oh, I think we got reinforcements coming though, so that's good. Okay, we got Ganja coming up here with Cao Cao and infantry. No comment. Now the Herald's probably going to win this. Yeah, that much damage. I think the Charles as a secondary on the other rally was why it failed. Yeah, especially with Ganja reinforcing. We'll have no problem with this. So Alex Herald works. Not my first choice. I imagine... Is that Alex, not expertise? No, it is. It is. There's the area of effect. Hit. Okay. The throw up emoji. Yeah. Okay, well, hey, you know what? It succeeded. How long do we have till our barb fort? Okay, so ours is about to go off, so we'll pop over there. this is still close. It's just because that skill stacks. There's no avoiding that. You have to kill this thing quickly. So if you don't get lucky with Alex's, I think that's his third skill. Alex's, I believe that's his third skill. No, second skill, my bad. For the 1700 damage factor, but it's only 10% chance. So, yeah, that's rough. We got it though. That's good. All right, so we got Mina Cao Cao coming up now. That will be no issues. We got 2.3 million in the rally. I didn't check to make sure. Yeah, everybody's good. Probably mostly T4. Yeah, mostly T4 in here. A lot of T5. So that's good. Hopefully that fella doesn't rally again. I didn't get a chance to join that. Sorry, Lord. Probably. What are you rallying with? Probably. Yeah. Okay. That Guan Leo. Lots of skill damage. You'll have no issues. Rage Machine. Okay. Mina. Mina's going to do really good. It's got some decent gear. Love the crystals. Hopefully my expertise casts a couple extra time. That'll take it down even faster. But this thing's gone. Mina Cao Cao, great. Always will be great for barb forts and barbarians. Mostly because of this. 50% increased damage. So that's pure damage, skill damage, attack, everything. And then also 50% more from Cao Cao. So can't go wrong with that combination. And there it is. So even less than... Now what did my con have for troops? 2.1, 5,000 severely wounded. 2.3, 4,000 severely. So I think it did better. And that could have just been luck from Mina's expertise skill. But that's really good. Let's try, actually I gotta go pick up my kid from school, so I will go do that, and then we will try Aethel and YSG, and depending on how that goes, maybe we'll try Aethel and Boudica. That's a free-to-play option. Is there anything better than that? I like Boudica because damage to barbarians is 25%. You get extra rage, 1,000 damage factor. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Have a chance to increase down the next turn. Yeah. Yeah, that could be good. We'll try that as well. There's Keira. You could do archers. You could also do Aethelfled Keira or Keira Aethelfled. I'm sure that would do good. Keira expertise is a beast, especially when it's in a scenario battle, which this wouldn't be, but even then, like 80% skill damage bonus is crazy when you're talking Aethelfled Keira or Keira YSG. Definitely options. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll do Keira YSG all archers and see how that looks. But I'll be back shortly, guys, and we'll try some more. All right, we're back. Freezing cold because it was our first snowfall, but we're back. A little bit out of breath. Just salted the driveway. But let's change our gear over to Aethelfled. Now, before I do that, because Lilith likes to be a pain in the butt, we will switch this to a blank screen. We'll go to Aethelfled and we'll pop this in. So could probably do archer gear, would probably be better, but most people send cavalry. It's the fastest. It means your march comes home quicker. So let's just do it with Aethelfled and YSG, and we'll pop this skill and Belisaria's skill. And now I'm going to run 3 different types of troops, but I'm going to suggest people send cavalry, and I'll show you why here. I think it's, oh, which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, when troops led by this commander consist of 3 or more different unit types, troops gain 20% attack. Not the best, but it's an extra buff. So let's grab some more of this, hit that. Now you'll see it was 300 because I believe, yeah, my talent trees are for PvP. I don't have them for peacekeeping, but this will definitely do the job against this barbarian fort. Now, the next question is whether people join it or not. That's going to be a good question. So I don't know. That other rally filled up. It was cavalry though. We're going to see if people join. they should. I've got good tech. I've got a huge rally capacity. I'm just asking them to send cavalry. So we should be good. We're already at 600,000. We'll keep an eye on that. But as soon as the rally hits, we'll take a look and we'll go from there. Okay, just before my Aethel YSG shows up, I don't know if I showed the Alex Herald report. It did just fine. Only 1 million troops. It actually did really well. 8,000 severely wounded is a bit ouch, but considering the rally size, did really good. So that's definitely a doable march. But here comes Aethel, mostly going to be cavalry, but I've got that mixed troops, so I get the extra attack buff. Should have no issues taking this down, especially with YSG. His skill damage, his buff on skill damage 50%, which will help Aethel. So we should see a pretty decent report. It should go down relatively quickly, especially with the support skills. So let's see, 1.6, there was some hesitancy or less people online. We are in a big coalition though, so there's probably a lot of people who are just more curious than anything. But we'll see how this goes. Lots of skill damage. Yeah, 121k, that's good skill damage. So yeah, it'll go down. We won't even get in the yellow before it's gone. At least I doubt we will. But after this, we'll try Aethel and Boudica, which is definitely a free-to-play combo. If you don't have YSG, I imagine if you're in Heroic Anthem and you're free-to-play, you probably have some somewhat decent legendary commanders that you could use. But let's see what happens. Yeah, this is done. So we'll take a look at the report, and then we'll try Boudica as a secondary. And that should do good. Decent skill damage, buff to barb damage. So it won't be as good as YSG, but it'll still do pretty decent. Oh, we did get into the yellow. So, or the orange, whatever you want to call it. So here we go. 7,000 severely wounded. So definitely not as good as if you were running Khan or Mina, but it still took it down no problem. Had 1 million troops left over. Definitely usable. So let's try Boudica next. All right, here comes Aethel and Boudica. I ran Belisaria's skill and Babar's skill, which is 20% attack increase, and then Belisaria's skill, which is increase in damage when they're under 50%. And we might pick up some AoE. No, if it walks back, then we might grab a barb on this as well. But we had quite a big rally capacity. People actually joined this one. We had, I think, 2.1. We're already down to 1.8. So there'll be no issues taking this down, and it's doing just fine. The cavalry gear, you know, is mostly epics. It does have the trial weapon, but you could replace that with the epic weapon specialized for cavalry, and it's almost the same. I think it's like 3 defense points less. So this, yeah, this is definitely doable. We might get that extra barb. Now, the only thing is I don't think we'll defeat the barb before that goes off. So let's, and most people won't be watching their barb fort rally, but let's see if we can keep it. No, it doesn't stay. So once the rally is done, if you haven't beat the barb, it doesn't count. Good to know. I honestly didn't know that. So 6,000 severely wounded in comparison to 7,000, but we had a lot more troops. So I think it's actually pretty comparable, which is awesome. And that's likely because of Boudica's extra barb damage. I think that was, what, 25%? Where are you, Boudica? Boudica, 25%. Awesome. Okay, so now let's try Keira and YSG, and we'll see what that looks like. I'll show you the gear in a second once my march gets back here. Okay, let's gear up Keira. Now, what I'm going to do is, like, I could use my awesome set, but I don't think it's a realistic comparison to, obviously, a free-to-play. So let's kind of butcher this a bit. We're going to unload all of my archer gear by doing this, and we're going to go into Keira, which is right here, and we're just going to pop in all of the epic. Now, it is pretty decent epic gear. I did spend a lot of time specializing all of it, so that will take some time. Where were we? Revival gauntlets. We won't use that. I crafted that a while ago just for fun. Now that I think about that, if I dismantle that, I might be able to finish my legendary set. let's take a look at that in a second, but we'll just use, okay, I can't do that yet. I think we should use that, and then we'll use the march speed as well. So we'll wait for her to come back, and then we'll throw that on there. Okay, she's back. Let's put on this, and we'll put on for some march speed. Now, let's find a level 13 barb fort. We'll rally it up, and we'll see. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find it. And we'll choose some. Here we go. Level 13. Keira, where is she sitting? There she is. YSG. Now, I don't have Edward's Bastion unlocked yet. That would have been ideal. Let's go with Boudica's, and we'll go with, no, definitely not that one. Where was, I guess I don't have an archer one yet. Oh, I can't use that. I do have it, I just can't use it yet. So we'll just go with the extra healing. No, take that back. We'll go with Belisaria's skill. Obviously archers. We'll use T5 and we'll see what happens. Now I don't have peacekeeping talent tree, as you can tell. It costs 300 attack or action points, but this is the skill tree we're running. I believe Scar from our kingdom sent me this. I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I pulled it from Wix Discord, but we're going to use that one. So we'll see what it looks like. I will replay the recording when we get there. So I made the mistake of telling in Coalition chat that I was filming for YouTube, and that I apologize for the random troops or commanders. And of course, now I've got the trolls hit me up with siege. I wonder if that's that's the only person. So shout out to Cat Lady, and of course, shout out to Drive of War, who's in our coalition. So yeah, always a good time. It's a full rally, so hard to compare with what free to play would be. And I believe there's actually a lot of, I'm just going to leave that in there. Why not? It's going to go down anyways. Lots of T5 archers. A lot of T4 as well, but not too bad. So we'll see what happens. Always a good time. Okay, so full Keira YSG Rally with 69 T5 siege, ready to hit. Obviously going to have no issues. Not the best comparison for free to play. One thing that we could do, and if you're interested, please leave a comment down. Oh, I got to get used to this, down below. I could use my best farm castle. Now it has a 2 million capacity rally, so definitely an option if somebody wants to see that, but it has 0 crystal tech. So I think it's not even a fair comparison when you're talking crystal tech, but mine is extreme and my farm is none. So if you want to see that, leave a comment. I'll make a video on that. I'll see if anybody joins those rallies. I don't know how that's going to go, but especially I don't have any support skills or anything, but that went down super quick. I'm sure the report is good, but surprisingly not nearly as good as Mina and Cao Cao, or Khan and I think we did Khan and Cao Cao, even Khan and Mina. They obviously get better. So less severely wounded, and that's really the only comparison you can have at this point. So that's it. That's all I got for this time. I will quickly show you if anybody is interested. Again, leave a comment down below. But this castle was decent. It was before immigration was a thing, so I had 2 accounts and I actually worked it. It has expertise Mina, as you can see, and Aethel fled, not full level. I might be able to push that to 60. If you guys want to see that, and I got Boudica. I got most of the epic commanders expertised, so definitely an option. If you want, let me know and we'll try that. But otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, and I've got lots more videos, so please hit the like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.